welcome to Daddy Kirk's Farm. Today I want to talk to you about compost and when you want it to work and when you don't. There's two scenarios right now going on my farm. One is positive and one, not so positive. It did teach me a lesson. We'll get to that in a minute. First of all, this pile here is my first time trying to do an intentional 18-day Berkeley method compost pile. I started this 2 days ago, so I'm 2 days away from my first turn. It includes horse manure, grass clippings, leaves, and the activator in the middle of the pile are the scraps from butchering 5 chickens. So this is one of the cases where I want this to work. So positive, this is good. So I'm going to take you into the garden and I'll show you something that not so good. Alright, now so we're in the garden in front of my potato bed, and a couple weeks ago I showed you how I was stacking this up, and I showed you I was putting that second layer on, and I was putting that material from the chicken run in here, and the potatoes were loving it. They were lush, they were tall, they were green, they were full. It was amazing. So I thought, well, you know, they were like this tall, so it was time to put another layer on. So I got myself an old pallet, tore it apart, made another layer, and I filled it up with this material. And the second day after I did that, everything started falling over. And I thought, wow, that's weird, because they were doing so well. So I put a little bit of diatomaceous earth around just in case it was ants or some other bugs, and that didn't help at all. So I pulled one of them out, and I noticed everything below the soil line was basically, it looked burnt. Well, I stick my hand down in here, and this pile is on fire. It's hot. This pile is cooking. So all of that not finished compost is finishing right here, and it's getting so hot. So I think what happened was down here, there wasn't enough volume of material to heat this pile up. But as soon as I put this third layer on, now I have enough volume where it can actually cook. It can heat up and start turning into finished compost. So that's bad for my potatoes, but I'll have a little pile of compost when I'm done. So this is my example of when I really didn't want compost to work. But that's how we learn, right? Anyway, thanks for joining me on my journey here in Daddy Kirk's garden. I appreciate every time you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and comment below. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you soon.